Welcome back to Studio B54, where we review movies. Today we're going to be discussing the movie Black Adam. I like the movie, good action movie. I don't like the characters, I guess that would be like, not the actors, but the characters. I think for the last couple of years, DC has been dropping the ball compared to Marvel. Marvel, I got the whole movie, I get it. The whole Marvel universe is really cool. I get that DC is probably trying to be a little more grown up in the way that they're making their movies, but they had a bunch of characters that weren't like super main characters, I guess. And I understand that. I mean, I don't know if you want Black Adam to be the main character, so you don't want Batman or Superman in there to kind of overshadow. But I don't know, like that Wingman guy, the Fate guy. I'm not big on the DC universe. The only things that I know about the DC universe is what I watched the Justice League back in the day. That's as far. I watch some CW shows like Flash, The Arrow, and stuff like that. But anything I watched Suicide Squad, it wasn't great. It was okay. The Dark Knight movies, those were great, but they weren't like the DC universe that they're trying to make, I guess. I didn't watch Aquaman, I didn't watch any of those. So I feel like they're trying to make Black Adam into a really cool character. It sounds cool, but at the end of the day, I feel they're just dropping the ball compared to Marvel. And now I feel like all of that, like the way those movies are being made, it's kind of phasing out a little bit. Um, Good action movie. It's a good action movie. Good scenes. Um, Great actors too. I like most of the actors. They're pretty compelling. One of my favorite scenes in the movie is when they're opening, like the first opening scene, I think, or shots, where it kind of looks a little bit like 300. I thought that looked really cool when the slaves were. I don't mean it was cool watching the slaves work, but when the slaves were working, it gave me that 300 vibe, that dark theme thing that I thought was really cool. Um, it's a long movie. 2 hours is a long time. I get why they made it that long, but sometimes these movies are just way too long, and there's scenes that didn't need to be there. Um, I'm confused with what's going on because I know there's another Shazam movie, and they had this Shazam phrase. I don't know if that how they're gonna fix that, or what, or if there's two different, you know, Black Adams or Shazams. One of my favorite things about the movie was the characters who were in the combat zone, in the place that was being repressed, that didn't come in from wherever that school of, I don't know, bro. Is it X-Men? I don't know. It's so many things are going on. I don't know how to keep up with it, and I feel like I'm pretty in tune with that, but it's so much to keep up with. Is that an X-Men school, or is that another Justice League school? I don't think so. Everything's starting to like mesh together. How they're all the same stories kind of to begin with. Um Anyways, when those people like Hawkman and Mr. Fate, who's like the Miss Doctor Strange, but he's not the Doctor Strange. I'm just like, this is whack. This is kind of tacky. Like all these. Then you had like the Atom Man or something, which is kind of like the Ant Man who can get really big and really small. It just it doesn't. It looks like when you go like when you want to cheat off of someone's homework and you're like, "Can I copy?" Yeah, but don't make it look too much the same. That's what I'm getting here. Um, it's hard, you know. Like I really enjoy this movie to begin with. Okay, I'm going back to the thing. The people who are being repressed in the movie. That's something that I want to talk about. That I found very interesting and I want to get back to is that they were that Hawkman and Mr. Fate and Ant and Mr. Atom or whatever and the Cyclone Lady, they come into this country and they're like, you guys, they're talking to Black Adam and they're like, you can't just kill people willy nilly. That's evil of you. That's bad of you. And it's like, that's what you see from your perspective because you're not being oppressed. Like these people are oppressing my people, and it's like that's the only way that I could fight against them is fighting. And yeah, if I have to kill some people, like it's okay. Like I think that the bad thing about movies, especially like not comic book movies, but superhero movies, sometimes you're stuck in between the black and white. Like Batman, you never kill anyone. Superman, you never kill anyone. But we live in a gray world where lines get mixed and you cross the line sometimes. That's something I've really found refreshing about Black Adam, that he was willing to kill people. Not the fact that he was willing to kill people, but he was willing to defend his family, his people, his family, his the home that he was set out to protect. And it's these people were coming from a privileged place that they're like, you can't hurt these people, you can't kill. And it's like, yo, dude, you don't know what's going on in that situation. Like, how dare you come and try to make these people kind of bend the knee to you? But maybe slowly try to talk to them. Like, I understand killing's not the best way to do things, but it's also who are the Justice League or whatever, justice people, to come in and police what should or should not be done in that area. I think that's something that I took away from that. That was very interesting. What did I take away from the movie? I don't know if I should even like talk about like what happened, because it's just it's already 8 minutes in. But what did I take away? I took away it doesn't matter how much money you spend on a movie. It's a good movie. It could be a good action movie, but not a good superhero movie, I guess. You don't feel that I don't know, you know, I didn't connect with the character with the Black Adam as I've done with maybe the Transformers, and they're like a superhero kind of thing too. I didn't connect with them like I did with Batman or Spider-Man or sometimes even Iron Man. It's hard to make a movie right now, you know. I feel like people on the internet are going a little too hard on this movie, like on Dwayne on The Rock Like they're like he's the reason this movie wasn't good. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not there to read the contracts, but overall, I give this movie a 5.6. Would I watch it again? No, out of 10. I wouldn't watch it again. I'll watch. Okay, maybe I would watch it again with my friends or something if they really want to watch it. But I'm not gonna suggest it to them. Sorry. Peace, guys. My eyes are being weird right now.